From Blacknut jumping in with Square to Motion Twin flipping the script, we have the latest headlines from across the game industry, so let's load them up and dive right in. Microsoft might be doubling down on streaming. According to a report by Thurrott, the company is looking to hit the next console generation with two pieces of hardware dubbed Scarlet. This alleged family of devices would feature a traditional system, as we've been accustomed to seeing from the company, as well as a cheaper, less powerful stream machine referred to as the Blacknut Cloud. In order to handle latency issues that have been a burden on previous feeds, they claim that Microsoft has developed a technique that allows the Blacknut Cloud to handle controller input, image processing, and collision detection locally. The formation of a cloud gaming division isn't news, as the company made the announcement a little while back. And Xbox head Phil Spencer had confirmed a streaming service was in the works at this year's E3, but this report shed some light on what we might see in the future. If the report can be believed, look forward to having a Blacknut Cloud in your living room come 2020. Square Enix is getting into streaming too. The company has revealed a partnership with Blacknut that'll see titles like Lara Croft Go, Hitman Go, and Deus Ex Go land on their streaming service. Blacknut allows players to access a catalog of games they can play through under a monthly subscription, and supports various devices like Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, PC, and Mac with Linux on the horizon. Square is thrilled about the addition of their mobile titles in Blacknut's arsenal. Montreal studio head Patrick shared a few words about the move, stating that the company absolutely supports innovative and accessible ways to offer games to a wider audience, and expressing excitement about including premium games in the Blacknut catalog. If the service doesn't sound familiar though, don't feel bad. Blacknut is only available in the UK, Germany, and France right now, but the service is expected to make the leap over to North America and the rest of Europe in the near future. Now might be a good time to see if you can join their lineup of software and investigate whether or not it's a solid revenue source going forward. Nintendo of America is looking for a fight. The company has filed a lawsuit against the operator of two notable console ROM sites, LoveRoms.com and LoveRetro.co. Apparently both of the targets are managed by one Jacob Matthews and play host to thousands of emulated games that can be downloaded for free. Nintendo's titles are featured in their most popular sections, and according to the company's lawsuit, they've been downloaded more than 60 million times from LoveRoms alone. Nintendo of America is seeking damages up to $150,000 for each of its copyrighted works, and an additional $2 million for each infringement of its trademarks. They aren't just looking for compensation though. Nintendo is also keen on seeing the websites dismantled. At this time, Love Retro has been taken offline and all of Nintendo's titles have been removed from LoveRom, so it looks like the company's efforts aren't in vain. This is certainly a win for the industry, so let's hope this sets a precedent for ROM takedowns ahead. Motion Twin is all about establishing parallels. The company behind Dead Cells has recently shared some information about its internal structure and revealed a strong push for workplace equality. Every employee on payroll is compensated the same regardless of position, and everyone is given equal influence over projects and their directions. The studio describes itself as an anarcho-syndical workers cooperative that aims to challenge the tired corporate structures of yesterday, which includes exploitive practices that have become something of industry norms. This sort of setup works for a team of their size, consisting of 11 employees, so while it may not catch on with the AAA studios as business stands today, it's something small studios with healthy budgets could consider if they want to establish equality and diminish hierarchy at their offices. The high seas are safer for DRM this week. Denuvo has taken legal action against known pirate and cracker Voxy, who's believed to be responsible for hacking several games using Denuvo's anti-tamper software, and the company has declared victory as their target has been arrested by the Bulgarian cybercrime unit. Denuvo's parent company claims to have tackled an investigation of their own, passing on details to the police to raid and seize all equipment likely used in Voxy's shenanigans. They're pleased with the performance of the police, noting that their swift action demonstrates the power of collaboration between law enforcement and technology providers. Voxy has a slightly different account of the proceedings, saying that the police came to his place and nabbed his equipment, and after he went in to explain himself to the authorities, he reached out to Denuvo in a bid to negotiate a peaceful resolution. He also put out a call to action for his fellow hackers, asking them to continue his fight against DRM and claiming that bloated software in games shouldn't be allowed. Depending on your stance regarding DRM, this case can be seen as a win or a loss. If you're a company using DRM though, you should consider making it as unintrusive to the player experience as possible. Folks like Voxy won't be motivated to take you down if you're not bogging down their game's performance. The Escapist is taking a pledge against politics. Enthusiast Gaming has announced that it's acquired the Escapist magazine and plans to relaunch the publication under its former editor-in-chief Russ Pitts. Russ took to Medium to share what this news means moving forward, and stated that the website and its content wouldn't be the same as before. In particular, he mentioned that politics would be left at the door. He noted that while everyone has a political perspective and suppressing them would be unnatural, no one will be taking a stand to try convincing readers that their outlooks are wrong. Their focus will be on what's fun. After facing backlash for their sensible pledge, Russ shared a statement confirming that their stance by no means implies that they'll be apolitical. They intend to cover topics with political connections, but will be aiming to do it in a way that doesn't ignite any culture wars. They admit that that it'll be a fine needle to thread, but they're gonna try to not let it bog down the conversation around their content. Mercury's Steam isn't letting failure hold them down. After the unsuccessful run of their premium episodic title Raiders of the Broken Planet, the company is looking to release a new game from its ashes called Space Lords. The company claims their vision with this second attempt is to craft something that can be enjoyed by millions of users for years to come, and they believe removing the paywall and releasing a free-to-play multiplayer experience is what the community wants. For players who've already bought into the previous game's chapters at $9.99 apiece, they'll be receiving exclusive gear for the game that won't be available to anyone else, and they plan to reveal the details behind how they'll be approaching this in the coming days. While it's never great to see a company's project fall flat, developers should keep an eye on this project and take notes. If your next game is a failure, you might not have to start from scratch to try again. A bit of repurposing could go a long way. EA is looking into Crossplay. During the company's first quarter earnings call, their executives were hit with questions comparing their upcoming online initiatives to Fortnite. VP of Investor Relations Chris fielded a lot of them, and shared the company's perspective on the future of Crossplay and their dabbling in the Battle Royale genre. They're drawing inspiration from the success of Fortnite when it comes to the former, particularly from its PC to mobile relationship bringing different kinds of players together, and that they're interested in exploring crossplay in the near future. And while he claims Battlefield 5 will just be treating Battle Royale as a mode within the main game, the company is experimenting with a free-to-play standalone game that could fit the bill down the road. While it's cool that big businesses are exploring these options, you should be giving them some thought too. With enough blood, sweat, and green, your next game could be the latest and greatest cross-play Battle Royale. And that covers this week's lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Was there anything you found particularly insightful? Did we miss something you think should have been covered? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to tell us if you enjoyed this final newsworthy breakdown.